G'day sports fans, it's Phantom 100 here. Welcome back to Destiny 2, fueled by Juice Energy. If you don't have more lag or slowdown in your brain, you should try Juice. It's an Australian-made, sugar-free and crash-free energy formula. Use my code PHANTOM, PHANTOM, all in capitals, for 10% off on all your orders. Links in the description below. Get that one more game kind of energy today. Now, one of my favourite sniper rifles in the game we're talking about today, and you better tell that from the thumbnail and the title. Obviously, most likely, we're looking at the Darci, the D.A.R.C.I, or as everyone calls it, the Darci. It is an archetype sniper rifle. Now, we'll preface this. This is not as powerful as something like your Whisper of the Worm, which we will be talking about at some point. It doesn't have the range or the impact of Whisper, but it is a pretty fun weapon to use, clearly because it has some really interesting perks, all focused around its scope. And it looks like I'm being currently shot by enemies, even though I put myself in a safe area where that wouldn't happen. So we're just going to quickly leave. Apologies for that, guys. How's that for setting videos apart, huh? My little intros get really interrupted, but we will snipe him soon enough. So, as I was saying, before I was really interrupted by a fallen captain who doesn't know what's good for him, the Darci, its intrinsic trait is the personal assistant. Aim at an enemy to view its health and other critical information in the scope. So the scope comes up with little bits of information, and then it'll tell you like their health and shield values as numbers. Now, of course, that's not super important unless you're a huge number nut, but it is interesting info to have. It's pretty cool. It's very unique. No other sniper rifle obviously does it, so it's a fun thing. This isn't the critical thing to the weapon, though. Even though it's intrinsic trait, this is not the thing that defines the gun. What does is this one here, this trait, target acquired. When personal assistant is active, so after you're aiming at an enemy and you get the info up, this weapon has better target acquisition and deals significantly more precision damage. Now, I haven't done the math myself, so I don't know how much more of an increase it is. But if you do play with the controller, the extra target acquisition is like, it's like more aim assist, kind of. It's really good. I don't think it's as noticeable on mouse. I haven't really noticed it. But the extra precision damage is good because its impact is only 55. It's not super high. So I guess the damage increase makes it come up more in line with the stronger heavy sniper rifles. It makes it more valuable because if you complete the catalyst like I have, you get this major stability boost. The catalyst is just killing enemies. It's annoying though. It takes ages to do. You have to get a lot of kills. I forget the exact number. But then you get a 95 stability. So this thing hardly kicks at all. So what we are going to do, once I show you guys the ornaments this thing has, we have Mind of its own. It's just like a little palette swap. Nothing overly dramatic. My personal favourite, the Cyber Intellect, which is this one. I think this one's pretty cool too. And then there's a third one, Cleans Up Good, which is also nice and has all these cool little effects. So if you have an ornament for this thing, you can make it look kind of spicy. We're just going to use it as base look for now. Now I'm going to show you. This is the Darci when you've got it like this. And then when you ADS, it's a very, very square scope. And then it blinks up and tells the information. So you can see they have 100, 350. I think it's the range in meters. No, you got the range down the bottom left-hand corner. I don't really know what that 350 is, but it shows the top 100, then 350, and then it shows their meters. And then let's see if we can figure out. Let's see if we can try and test the damage here. It's really hard though, because it procs really quickly. But I would say that the crit damage would be pretty high if I was able to test it properly. Now, this range, it doesn't actually proc the assistant. There is a cap to the assistant range, and I think that cap would be actually the effective damage range of the weapon, which is also useful information to have. Yeah, you want to be able to know how close you've got to get before you can do anything with it. So, assistant just telling you, it's pretty good. We're still outside of it. So, you can do damage, but it seems to be the fall off for it. So, now that I've gone over that real quick and basic, we're going to see how much damage we can get done in certain things. Particularly, we're going to take it to a strike, see what we can do against any yellow bar major enemies if we get a chance to shoot them, and also show off the boss damage. We've got heavyweight, so power weapons do deal more damage. We've got to take that into account, but it does, and arc singe. So it's going to do a lot of damage in this. So this is not going to be a very concise look at the damage that this weapon does, but we'll get more heavy ammo so we can show it off more at least. But yeah, it's not going to be fully indicative of the damage that Darci does because of the passive bonuses it's getting from both those perks. So apologies if it feels like a lie, but I just want to show you in action and show that even though it's a heavy sniper rifle, and not the fastest weapon in the world, and there are better options for boss damage, like your Whisper of the Worm. If you don't have Whisper, this is still a good option if you want to snipe, in my opinion, and I'll show you why in this strike. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing we're doing the battleground as well. Nice. That's more enemies, more density. We have a heavy ammo brick right here, so we're gonna pick that up. Nice. Alright, let's see what we can get done. Now what you'll notice right away, 61,000 on that big boy. That was pretty impressive. Once you got the masterwork done, like I said, the catalyst gives you the stability that is so good. I'm using the mouse right now, and there was hardly any kick to that. I did die, but I was focused on showing you that the recoil on this gun is pretty minimalistic. Now this is damage on a ship too. We'll test that. 10,000 to the wing. It's got nice stability. I'm a big fan of it. So, oh, that's right. We can only pick up the box once. That's fair. So, right off the bat, you're probably thinking, what would be the best thing to use this weapon in? And honestly, I couldn't fully tell you. It's very situational. It's more of a fun type gun, right? The damage is pretty good. I wouldn't, again, like I said earlier, there are plenty of other heavy weapons that will probably serve the purpose a lot better. But, what I do like, is just the fact that it comes up with a neat little info telling you about your opponent. And also, I feel like the personal assistant is really good, again, for gauging your effective range. So it helps you make a lot of good decisions about when to engage on enemies in certain situations, whether you be raiding or striking. If you're just testing out effective range, out in patrols, this gun's pretty good for that. Oh, I'm in a lot of trouble though. There's a lot of enemies here, and I need to try and pay more attention. We have a third player now, so that's going to make that just a little bit easier. Oh, we actually want this. We want this well. Yes! I'm running a solo well build now on my hunter, and I've been having a lot of fun with that, by the way. Highly recommend that if you want lots of energy, you want to stay radiant for a long time, all that jazz. I'm not really showcasing that here right now, but it is fun. So, yes, the fast firing speed and decent recoil makes this weapon good at pumping out damage fast. So if you're not doing boss damage and you're just messing around with it, or maybe you have a primary or secondary weapon that's more for boss damage, like you got a really good triple tap weapon or something like that, and you don't like using it here. Yeah, I feel like the Darci is pretty viable for that, but I wouldn't call it a boss weapon though, and I don't think people take it into raids or anything like that either. Not that I know, because I don't ever get to raid because I'm not cool or popular enough, and I don't have a lot of friends that play this game, and not enough people to do an actual raid most of the time. And most of the people that do raids are experienced in them, as I haven't raided since like the first year of this game. Yeah, I did Leviathan. I think that was the only raid I've actually done, now that I think about it. So here I am trying to be constructive on weapons in this game, and the big reveal is, oh, and I haven't raided since year one, so it doesn't make me seem like the kind of person that would be someone who would be constructive on their game knowledge or weapon knowledge. Now look at this big boy here. If we can land a hit, that'd be great. But we play like a toaster oven these days. But if we can get the assistant to proc, we can get some mini damage on these guys. Where'd that big dude go? There he is. Nope, that's not him either. Oh god, okay. There's way too many Cabal for me to be comfortable here with. So we're going to go back to our primary and get a well if we can. At least with the heavyweight, we're going to get plenty of heavy ammo. It's like literally everywhere. This is great. Also, the Darci holds a fair bit. It's over 20 shots. So you do get a lot of sniper rounds. So if, like me, you're just absolutely trash at landing your shots, it's going to make up for it. Oh, he's dead. Okay, right. Just when I decided to pay attention to him. Here's this big dude. But we didn't get to shoot him, so that's fine. Yeah, not doing a good job of showing the damage to the Darci. I do apologise, but hey, at least there's plenty of ammo, so I'm using it for most of the strike, right? I'm showcasing the weapon as fullest. We're going to use Darci for as long as we can. only switching when necessary. I try to remember if I've done this battleground on my videos yet, and I honestly do not remember. Now, normally by now, I'd be trying to crack a joke, or trying to be constructive, or funny in some way, but you know, when I'm using a weapon that I haven't touched in a while, and I'm trying to be constructive, and I'm trying to remember, like, all the things you guys might want to know, if for some reason you just never picked this up and never tried it, and you're like, maybe you've had it in your inventory, or in your vault, for like, years, and you were like, heavy sniper rifle, not really my thing, not really a fan, and you just never used it, and then one day you're like, you know, I need to finish all these catalysts that I've unlocked, because it goes towards your triumph, and you might be like, what's this weapon like? Should I use it? Is the catalyst worth spending the time to unlock? And personally, if you like stability in a sniper rifle, yes, it is worth it. I mean, I don't use the D.A.R.C.I very much personally, so like, yeah, it was a case of once I finished the catalyst, I pretty much put it away. So, I'm not the best example for that. I'm sure there are people out there like the great and almighty Dado, who is like a legend in terms of, you know, Destiny knowledge. He's the kind of person where he's done videos comparing damage and stuff, so if you're wondering, is this weapon worthwhile in terms of damage and utility and all that sort of thing, he'll have videos comparing this to other weapons, like your Whisper and your, I'm terribly brain fighting on the name, but there's a sniper rifle that goes to the primary socket, which is absolutely amazing as well. I'm just currently forgetting what it's called. It's very popular for raids. So they definitely outdo D.A.R.C.I in damage, that's no question. But D.A.R.C.I, I think, is one of the only ones that does arc damage, except for Borealis, which I've done a video on before. That's a special one that rotates between the elements. It's pretty handy if you're focusing on shield work. So, yeah, I guess I'm not making a lot of good points why you should use D.A.R.C.I. But this video isn't about why you should use D.A.R.C.I. This video is, this is kind of what it does, this is what it looks like, this is what stability is like, some of its damage, what the perk means. Because you might be looking at the weapon and the tooltips and be like, what do you mean it shows information? And yes, like that, except it's not. It's hard to see, I know. Apologies for how hard it is to see. I'm just not good. I'm not good at sniping. I'm doing my best here. Again, being constructive is really hard. Like, you try and use your brain cells about something like this, and try to look like you're intelligent, because you want people to, I don't know, you want people to think you're slightly cool, and that they might hit the like and subscribe button and be like, you know what, I'll stick around, this content's kind of useful, it's kind of interesting, I could fall asleep to it, you know, that'll do. Like, yeah, I don't mind if you just fall asleep to it. Listen to it in the background. I've been told my voice is listenable. I personally don't like the sound of my own voice, but apparently it's not bad, is what people and friends have told me. But then again, my friends could just be being nice, so, you know, it is what it is. I'm getting sidetracked again. Typical of me. But yeah, it's a fun sniper rifle. I love the design of it. I think it looks cool. And, you know, if you're not one of those people that's like, I must use the weapon that does the most damage. If you're not one of those people, if you're pretty chill about it, and you just want to use something that's unique, that feels exotic, that looks cool. I mean, yeah, I think the D.A.R.C.I is one of the coolest looking ones out there. Though the Whisper is very cool. The Whisper of the Worm is a very cool Taken style looking weapon. Does really high damage. Yeah, it's got all the good stuff. So, it's hard for me to recommend anything over that one. But we haven't covered that one yet. I will get around to doing the Whisper of the Worm. I haven't finished the catalyst for it. I'm thinking of definitely doing a video on the Whisper of the Worm when the catalyst is completed. Because that way I can, again, talk about that in the most constructive way possible. This is a big boss boy, and the damage is really bad because I'm not hitting him in his head. Because I haven't used master keyboard on a sniper in a while, so I'm bad. I legit just missed my fan of knives then too. Jeez, I am very trash today, it seems. Oh! No thanks. I don't want that. There's heavy ammo brick here somewhere, where'd it go? I swear there was one! Don't do your stomp. I'm looking for the heavy ammo, you moron. Do enough damage to it to go away. There it is. How did I miss that? Am I blind? Clearly, Phantom, you're blind and you need to go to Specsavers. Get yourself a nice pair of glasses. Actually, I wonder if glasses would suit me. I'm getting sidetracked again. Alright. Okay, alright. Yeah. We're gonna waste our golden gun here just because it's fun. Because we could do this. And get a lot of bullets refunded. And it's hilarious. I am hilarious, and you will quote everything I say. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like Kate 6 2.0. Rest in peace, the best character ever designed. So now we're going to show you 57,000. And then we're going to plug that dude as he jumps by accident. Again, I guess the best part about this weapon is the recoil and the ammo amount, you know? It's like having field prep on a gun. It holds a lot. Holds a lot more than you think it would. Did you see how I wonderfully smacked the wrong button in melee instead of rolling? That's professional. Professional gameplay at its best there, guys. You can't do any better than that, I swear to God. You've got to hit the like and subscribe button now, don't you? Because, like, you just saw the coolest thing you could ever see. It's me whiffing an empty melee when trying to dodge roll. I probably should have used a sniper rifle on you since you were a yellow armor dude. But that would have been the smart thing to do. That would have been the constructive thing to do if I paid attention. And if you're someone that watches me regularly already, you know that I'm not good at paying attention. It's my special skill to act like a derp when the universe requires me to have a brain cell. Now we're radiant, so now we're going to be doing even more damage. I don't mind while I do that. I just wasted my trip mine grenade. And missed 2 shots on that guy. Oh, Phantom, you're such a terrible shot. You're going to get so many dislikes on this video. It's going to be a new record for you. People are going to be mashing that dislike button and be like, bro, your sniping is so bad. I learned nothing about the weapon, except that it looks cool, and I could have figured that out for myself. And I'd be like, yeah, true. True. I won't disagree with that. Now I'm going to be able to showcase how well I can survive as a hunter in this build. It's absolutely nutty. Just say, give me my Phantom knives, please. I believe we got some more heavy ammo. Love to see it. We're just going to keep shooting dudes. Or we can keep shooting this dude, actually. That's the aim of the game here, isn't it? It's to shoot the big dude. 118,000. Love the big damage numbers. And then if we go like this, go radiant, they'll disappear. So, is the boss dead? Did they do it? Holy Lord, they did. Well, that's impressive. I helped, sort of. Now we'll pick up the stuff. Oh, you can cheer. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've seen this emote before. That's fancy. I'm gonna pick up the loot and I'm gonna get the heck out of Dodge. Because I'm ashamed of myself because I played terribly. Looks like there's a new bow to pick up. Anyway, return to orbit, and then I'll give my final thoughts on this weapon, and then you can give me your final thoughts on this weapon in the comments below, because I definitely do want to hear what you think of this thing, compared to some of the heavy weapons. Have you used it? Have you tried it yourself? Do you like sniper rifles in general? Do you remember when we had sniper rifles in the heavy slot all the time? When Destiny 2 first came out, sniper rifles were a heavy class of weapon. I personally didn't really like that change, and I'm sure plenty of you guys probably didn't either. Here's a final look, full screen look of just the Darci itself. It's a fun gun. It's cool. It doesn't do crazy things. It's not like how do I word it? The utility of it isn't like the most useful thing in the world. Like knowing an enemy's health and other crit information, it's not going to be a game changer. It's not going to turn you into a professional Destiny player or anything like that. It's not going to make you cracked in the Crucible. It's not promising anything cool like that. It's just, it's unique. It's something different. You know, it does something unique, and at the end of the day, exotics do one or two things. They're either really powerful, or they just have a weird function that makes them special and fun to use. And personally, I love being able to tell my optimal ranges by telling when personal system procs. I think that's really handy, because I have bad depth perception. So being able to have this give me more clear ideas of when I can snipe something when I'm within damage range is pretty handy. The damage is fun. The stability is nice. When you've got less stability, we're sitting at like what, a little bit less, under 80. So I'd say that's probably about 78, something like that. That's it's pretty good still. the stability is still really good, but getting this catalyst done does make it pretty good, as you would have already seen, so I don't even know why I'm going over it again. But it is a fun weapon, and I guess, you know, the next bit is, its ornaments are very cool. It has really cool ornaments, so, you know, like, can't really give anything much more constructive on that. It's a fun gun. So, if you do have it, and haven't done the catalyst, but you haven't tried it, and you want to use something different that's not just a powerful heavy weapon, give it a go. Let me know what you think of the personal assistant thing. Do you think it's cool having that information? Like, do you like it? Do you think the square scope is cool? I also do like that. I do like the square scope. It's unusual, it makes no sense, but it works. So let me know in the comments below, guys, your thoughts on the D.A.R.C.I, or the Darci, as we call it. Alright, data analysis, reconnaissance, and cooperative intelligence device. There you go, that's, I'd say that's probably obviously what it means. I was literally about to say I didn't know what it meant, and then it's right there. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about, clearly. I don't know why you guys would watch me for constructive information. But I hope you did enjoy this video. The like and subscribe button is free, so if you smack that, it really does help the channel out. I'm going to be raising money with Juice and Starlight, making money for the sick kids in hospitals. So I'm going to be doing extra streams and stuff throughout the month of August. So if you want to donate towards Starlight, win some cool prizes, and help make some sick kids happy, then watch the space and then keep an eye out for that. You can also donate to Starlight right now if you want, through the link in the description below as well. And let's get those sick kids out of bed and make them feel empowered like a mighty guardian, because they deserve it. So until the next time, guys, dodge that game over screen. I am Phantom 100, and I'm signing out for now.